Chapter 1. Welcome to the farm. How you holding up, Clara? I jolt back to myself in the middle of my bedroom, a pile of old magazines strewn around my feet, which I must have dropped when the vision hit. My breath is still frozen in my lungs, my muscles tense, as if they're preparing me to run. The light streaming through the window hurts my eyes. I blink at Billy, who leans against the doorframe of my bedroom and offers up an understanding smile. "What's the matter, kid?" she asks when I don't answer. "Vision got you down?" I gulp in a breath. "How did you know?" "I get them too. Plus, I've been hanging around people who have visions for most of my life. I recognize the post-vision face." She takes me by the shoulders and sits down with me at the edge of my bed. We wait until my breathing quiets. "Do you want to talk about it?" she asks. "There's not a lot to it yet," I say. "I've been having this vision all summer, since Italy with Angela. So far there hasn't been much to go on but darkness, terror, an oddly slanted floor. Should I tell you anyway?" Billy shakes her head. "You can if you want, if it would help you get things off your chest. But visions are personal, for you and you alone, in my opinion." I'm relieved she's so laid back about it. "How do you do it?" I ask after a minute. "How do you go on living like normal when you know that something bad's going to happen?" There's pain in her smile. She puts her warm brown hand over mine. "You learn to find your happiness, kid," she says. "You figure out those things that give your life meaning, and you hold on to them. You try to stop worrying about the stuff you can't control." "Easier said than done," I sigh. "It takes practice." She claps a hand on my shoulder, squeezes. "You all right now? Ready to come up swinging?" I conjure a weak smile. "Yes, ma'am." "All right then, get to work," she says playfully. I resume packing, which is what I was doing before the vision clobbered me, and Billy grabs a tape gun and starts sealing up the finished boxes. "You know, I helped your mom pack for Stanford back in the day. 1963. We were roomies, living in San Luis Obispo, a little house by the beach." I'm going to miss Billy, I think as she goes on. Most of the time when I look at her, I can't help but see my mom, not because the two of them look anything alike, outside of being tall and gorgeous, but because, as my mom's best friend for like the last 100 years, Billy has a million memories like this one about Stanford. Funny stories and sad ones. Times when Mom got a bad haircut, or when she lit the kitchen on fire trying to make bananas flambé, or when they were nurses in World War I together and Mom saved a man's life with nothing but a bobby pin and a rubber band. It's the next best thing to being with Mom, hanging with Billy. It's like, for those few minutes, when she's telling the stories, Mom's alive again. "Hey, you okay?" Billy asks. "Almost done." I cough to cover the catch in my voice, then fold up the last sweater, lay it in a box, and glance around. Even though I haven't packed everything, even though I've left my posters on the walls and some of my stuff out, my room looks emptied, like I've already moved out of this place. I can't believe that, after tomorrow, I won't live here anymore. "You can come home any time you like," Billy says. "Remember that. This is your house. Just call and tell me you're on your way, and I'll run over and put fresh sheets on the bed." She pats my hand and then heads downstairs to load boxes into her truck. She'll be driving to California tomorrow, too, while Angela's mom, Anna, and I follow along behind in my car. I go out into the hall. The house is quiet, but it also seems to have some kind of energy, like it's full of ghosts. I stare at Jeffrey's closed door. He should be here. He should have already started his junior year at Jackson Hole High School. He should be well into football practice and his disgusting early morning protein shakes, and tons of mismatched stinky gym socks in the